Welcome to Art House Radio. I'm Troy, Venice Beach, California. That's where I'm at, in the middle, or towards the end of this roadkill project. Still a ways to go through the Southwest and back up to Michigan, but much of it has ended, sadly. It's been fun, it's been real. Safely distanced, masked, been a different kind of trip. You just walk, that's what I did. A lot of walks, restricted who I saw, restricted who I went. It was basically like I was doing everything I normally do under quarantine. I'm just getting more gas, basically. But I got a method for that too. Anyway, I don't want to go too far into this virus, but best wishes to a family member who's struggling in the hospital with it. So, it really hits home when something like that happens. But it'll be all right. With that in mind, put this in your mind, that no matter if you get it and you recover, or you get it and you don't, or you don't get it, or you don't notice you get it, or whatever it is, we've all gotten it in our minds. It's important to stay of sound mind if we can. So, what I want to do in light of that is to play you something that I think will hopefully lift you up. It's a couple of my favorite YouTube channels, and they might be a little niche, but I really like these channels. I think you'll enjoy them too. And I didn't ask for permission for them, but I am promoting them, and I'll put links below, so hopefully they're okay with that. I mean, I don't know, I don't have that many subscribers yet, as you can see, but you should subscribe below if you can. Help a brother out, and help us all out. We're all out here struggling, trying to make it in this world. It's a big world. We're just players in the game, trying to make it as comfortable and happy as we can. Remember to follow me at Spaces with Light. Follow this show at arthouse.radio and patreon.com/arthouseradio. Got a new tier system: Radio Member, Radio Member Plus, and Radio Gaga. I'm quite proud of the Radio Gaga pun. I think it's a good one. So, first channel, let's get to it. This channel is called Pablo Strong, and it's a guy, I believe he lives in London. Don't know if he's from London or not, but he does a couple of different things. One of them is he talks about cameras and lenses and educational, but one of the best things that he does, one of my favorite things on all of YouTube, is he's got this series called Streets of London, where he talks with strangers in London that he goes up to and just asks them, hey, what are you up to today? What makes you happy? What makes you unhappy? Tell me about things that are important to you or whatever. And people just open up, and at first they're kind of a little bit hesitant, because it's a stranger, but the camera's on them the whole time. You can hear him asking questions from behind it, so it's really fascinating. People open up, they talk about relationships and their jobs and disappointments and expectations and beautiful things too. It's everything. So I think you'll like it. Here's what we'll do. Let's listen to that first, and then I'll come back and I'll lead you into the second one. So this is just going to be a clip of an episode that I think you'll like, and this is Pablo Strong's YouTube channel, and this is his Streets of London.
Can I ask what you're up to today?
I'm just faffing about, really, a day off. Just walking around.
So what do you do on a day off then?
I literally like walking around London, seeing what's going on.
With the beer?
With the beer, yeah.
Can I ask where you're from?
From Norway.
Okay.
So I've been living in London for 5 years now, so
okay.
I still haven't seen it all, so that's why I'm just walking around.
How do you find it? How do you find London?
I love it. Still the rent is going up, but still worth staying. Yeah.
Can I ask what you do?
Yeah, I'm a chef in a bar.
Okay.
Yeah, keeping bar, and I study. So I'm a part-time chef studying. So
What do you study?
I study terrorism at King's College.
I'm a university professor.
All right. What's your area of expertise?
Political philosophy.
Can I ask how you got into your field?
Partly to avoid getting a regular job. When I was in college, I did summer jobs, and they were dreadful.
What did you do?
Dishwashing, working in a warehouse at Heathrow, being a salad sous chef at one of the restaurants in Selfridges, working in the stocking department at Selfridges, pub work, working as a bouncer at a Butlins holiday camp.
What would you say? What would you say you learned most from those experiences, if anything?
A 9-to-5 job is to be avoided at all costs.
Well, yeah, I'm killing time. I'm going to meet a friend later, and then I'm going up to Scotland.
Right, so you're from Scotland?
I'm from Scotland, but I live in India.
India?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Why have you moved to India from Scotland?
Oh, the weather's much better. It's like ridiculous. I mean, every day we have sunshine, drive my motorbike, and also there's no cameras there. You can do what you want.
What are you trying to hide from the cameras?
Well, everything. This place, they don't want you to do anything. They don't want you to eat and drive, do this and drive, smoke here, do that. I mean, I don't know what, but as far as I'm concerned, UK and cameras and all that, it's not for me. You understand?
Yeah. So is that what drove you out of the UK?
No, what it drove me out of the UK, actually, in the 80s, the middle of the 80s, Margaret Thatcher declared war on travellers, and it was the Battle of the Beanfield, and she chased all the people who were living in buses out. All the groups went to Europe because you couldn't really park or anything here. It was a campaign every day on the 6 o'clock news. You would see Angela Rippon and all this saying, New Age travellers, these people are vermin. And I was watching this, and they were talking about me, and I couldn't understand why. I realized that they were full of shit.
What interests you about terrorism?
Well, it's the second biggest threat to our lives after global warming, and like if I can do anything to help fight terrorism, I can't do it physically. I can't go and fight terrorism physically, but study it and try to figure out why and stop it before it happens. That's something that I burn for.
And what makes you happy?
London, walking around. I'm just walking from shop to shop, stuff I haven't seen before. I went to like 3 vintage shops down in Drury Lane, and it's like, oh, I haven't been here. That's cool. Chatting with people, like Londoners are very welcoming. People don't think that. People think Londoners are very cold, but when you just walk around and say hi, what's going on? It's like they're very welcoming and talkative. Talkative.
Or chatty?
Chatty, yeah. So I've just been walking around. Like I've just recently stopped listening to music when I walk around. So I'm more. People can just talk to me when I'm not isolating myself, and just love the Londoners and London as a whole.
What makes me happy? Oh, nature makes me happy a lot. I'm not in cities much. I live in a tree house I live in, or I live in my bus. Yeah, nature, just the universe, makes me happy anyway.
What is it about nature in particular that brings you happiness?
It's freedom, it's connection with the whole thing, the whole universe. There's a feeling of relaxation, feeling of happiness to be one with nature. It's not unnatural, it's quite natural, I think.
Can you think of a time when you have felt very much not at one with nature, and what effect that had on you?
The only time, I did live in London for about 6 months, about 35 years ago or something. I didn't really enjoy that much. Apart from that, yeah, I don't live in I live in the countryside, or I'm traveling in my bus, or I'm in Goa, I'm living in my tree. I just know it's not for me, and I avoid it. Some
city,
people,
that is.
a city, concrete, houses in general. I don't stay in a house. I live in the countryside, in the tree, in the nature, traveling on the bus. Generally avoid cities, especially this one.
All right, so that was Streets of London by Pablo Strong, and you can subscribe below to him. There's a link below in the description. The second YouTube channel that I want to share with you today is another favorite. It's very niche, but it's an Italian guy who song by song breaks down Beatles harmonies. It's fantastic. He's a great singer. He really nails the harmonies. Harmonies was one of the best things the Beatles did. I mean, they did everything right. But what he does is he'll say like, I'll play a clip of the song This Boy that he did, and he'll break it down and say, this is Paul's part, and he'll sing Paul's part, and then he'll let you practice it, and then he'll play him singing John and George's part, and you get to sing with Paul's part omitted, and you get to sing along with the Beatles. And then he'll go, all right, now this is John's part, let's go through this, and they do that, and then George, and then sometimes Ringo. But it's really good, and I think you'll like it, and I think it's uplifting, and if ever there was a time for the Beatles and All You Need Is Love, it's right now, 2020. November 2020, All You Need Is Love. This is, let's listen to the clip. This is Beatles vocal harmony. That's the YouTube channel, and it's he doesn't say his name, so I don't know. He's from Italy. Great voice, and here's Beatles vocal harmony doing a breakdown of an episode of This Boy by the Beatles. Enjoy.
That boy took my love away, though he regretted someday, but this boy wants you back again. That boy isn't good for you, though he may want you to. This boy wants you back again.
Hi and welcome to another edition on how to play the Beatles like the record. This one is again about singing, and today we will go through one of the most famous Beatles vocal harmonies, the one of This Boy.
That boy took my love away, though he regretted someday, but this boy wants you back again.
This Boy is a ballad by John Lennon. It's pretty simple to sing. There are three voices going parallel, one over each other. In This Boy, Paul and John do some very elegant, singing that I would like to point out to you. I'm talking about stuff like, though he may want you to, things like this, And John also is making something similar in his part. You can also simplify this and skip this one, But if you want to recreate the exact record and train over singing this wonderful vocal harmony, you could pay attention to this. Follow each track, you have all the voices. Feel free to ask if you have any question. Let me know your impression and how you are, improving in your singing with these fantastic Beatles harmonies. So let's go through This Boy.
That boy took my love away, though he regretted someday, but this boy wants you back again. That boy isn't good for you, though he may want you to. This boy wants you back again.